Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Um, Back from a short break. Um, Basically, Path of Exile, I don't really find a whole lot of fun playing solo, but with friends it's good, so I'll slowly start to migrate back to this game, I think. But, got some new news that's going to change up the runs here. Gonna go to Purgatory, probably because well, it just wasn't possible to find the shields I was after in Doom mode, from bosses at least. So, in essence, it's just impossible to find. Um, but this isn't a bad thing. I mean, Elixir Vitality. I was able to find a couple things that were better. I had rings. I don't know if rings can be good here. Well, whatever. Found a Pride of the Ancients. It was better in every aspect than the one I had. I found a Ring of the Zodiac, which is also cool. What else did I find? Lots of little improvements. And naturally, it's just good to try the game again once in a while. Griffin Shield, there we go. So Griffin Shields can drop here. Also, there's another thing I'm looking for besides Oculomire, and that would be Zenter's Vision. It's a unique ring, but it can only be found on Q level 2 and 3. So basically that's, what is that? That's like these burned corpses, and I think the unraveled ones, maybe a skeleton or something too, but basically you can only find it off the base items, or the base enemies. I will not be able to find it from bosses, which makes it incredibly hard to find, but it also gives me a reason to do just normal enemy killing by the masses, which I don't usually get the chance to do. I guess there's some other, like the Q level 4 one, Athiel's Rage. It's not bad, but I don't really think it's like usable or anything. Force Wave. And then I'll probably do Defiler runs. It seems like the best way to try and find... Oh, wow, I forgot the name of it already. Vince's Vision. Where's the last boss here? Must have zipped by him. I guess I don't really need to finish the level. But I found an Elixir of Vitality, so maybe I do. Maybe I did kill all the bosses, I just need to wait in the corner here. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Defiler I think only drops 4 drops in single player Purgatory mode, but at the same time, he's pretty close, and in Purgatory, things die a little bit quicker. I still probably die a similar amount. I don't think the damage really is that much different. I mean, don't sue me or anything, but I still found myself taking like a decent amount of damage in Purgatory when I did the few runs that I did do in between the Hell runs, or I mean Doom runs. Alright, there it is. Is that, yeah, it's a minion shit. Alright. And as for the Joker shield, well, I guess I could go to like level 23 and 24 to find it, but it's it's pretty long to get down there. I don't know. I guess I could do it. I just feel like I'll finish these faster. Get Vengeance Desire. It is a Patreon-owned item, so, you know, if the Patreon stops, you know, paying for it, it could just poof in a day or something. So it'd be kind of nice to have it in case I don't get the chance to ever find it. Let's see here. Oh, found him. Okay. Oh shit, all the resists are messed up here. Looks like everything is lightning. Hell Ruby. Okay. I think I could actually find the item in normal mode as well, but in normal mode's a little, like, I don't know. I might do it for the last item I find, usually because I get restless, because I can't really change up the runs, and I keep doing the same run over and over again. So I've got to be really motivated to finish that up. And a lot of the times I'm not, so we'll see. But for now, Purgatory will do just fine. Just fine. Whoops. I can feel how rusty I am already. When something doesn't fit exactly into like muscle memory, it just goes like, where is everything?
The smell of death surrounds me. I cannot cast that yet.
A shrine? I guess I don't really need shrines either. I might get the durability increase one, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna try some Flame Wave. Where's that? Flame Wave. Oh, that's something I didn't know. I had not known that you could use it on skeletons. And honestly, I stopped using it, well, because every time I wanted to use it, it just seemed excessive, and it was kind of annoying to the party members, you know, if you've got the whole screen just kind of shifting and you don't know where to go and, like, fight it. But, you know, Elemental, you could somewhat aim, and that way you can keep things off of the scope, but you don't really bother the tank and his positioning. Yeah, so I kind of fell out of the loop with it. That's probably the spell that I want to try and get back into. Oh, these guys take fire damage? Oh, this is fucking over. News. Couldn't talk about for news. Well, on Illyria's video, he had a pretty decent idea, and I think it's been brought up maybe lightly before, and that was to have basically when you swap to an item, it just presents the spell that either it has charges for. So like if I'd swap now, it would have Staff of Identity. I wouldn't have to switch to it. But, well, that doesn't happen. I kind of just forgot, honestly, because every time I like swap my weapon, I just, okay, smash F8. But you know, if you're not someone who has, I don't know how to say it, maybe like bad fingers, and it's really hard to stretch for some keys, like Holy Bolt, you have that on a hotkey, well, it can kind of jam up your available hotkeys, and you only have F5 to F8, so 4 keys to work with. What am I missing here? And yeah, so if you could just have your basic items in the offhand, pull up the spells that they use, or the spell that was last used on them. That way, you know, even if it's something like teleport, and you're like a scout, then you can, well, you could have like, say a Wand of the Drake or something, and then just cast teleport like 3 times, and have like a really defensive shield. I've seen some people do that. That's not a terrible idea. Even though it wouldn't be like a wand of teleport, you could still like always have teleport available. And I mean, if you use a Contemplator wand, that also, you know, bring up your seeing charges, something that you probably don't want to map to a hotkey. Identify staffs, obviously that's a big deal. And then some people just, what do you got, mostly fire resist here. A lot of people like using Wand of Mana on their offhand, just in case they really need mana, but not really. Oof, really packed in here. So all those things could really benefit from that. And it isn't really just a mage class thing, like I said. You know, you could have a scout use for it. Where is Defiler? There he is. Ooh, that's a fucking shitty spot to be in. Let's see here. Is this magic? Alright. Usually I can't do this, can't use flash, but it looks like it's actually enough damage here to just face tank him. Okay, really starting to feel the gear differential here. I take back immediately what I said of, you know, them not really hurting. Or, they do still hurt here. They do, but like, I definitely couldn't have got out of that situation as easily in Doom mode, that's for sure. Staff of Fire Nova. Might as well farm for some gold while I'm here too. So yeah, only 4 items to work with. Uber Diablo I don't think has a crazy amount of drops. I think it's like 3 or something. Maybe it's 5.
get there from here.
Oh, the battles. Yeah. Ah, fuck, getting gold. New game. I don't know why I set up my heal leather. It's not really necessary. Don't use it in single player at all.
This is a place of great power.
Oh, whoops. Some new updates with the experience curve. It kind of seemed like it went back and forth. I had originally heard that, a lot of people weren't satisfied with it. And then later came to find out that, slowly people were starting to see it and like, you know what, this is okay. I get more time to max my stats, I don't feel rushed, all this stuff. Level 20 is right there. Actually, maybe I don't need to find this, or fight these guys. Sweet. And I was thinking, oh, okay, well, I guess people actually are okay with this experience table. Except for like, a couple. And then found out, okay, no, it's some of the people who were saying that, they went back on it, they're like, yeah, you know what, this is taking quite a while, and like if the next level is supposedly shorter, because that's what it did, the update made it so that your current level, you either level or you get like set back. Yeah, you would level and you get set back like a lot. So like for my assassin, she got to level 48 when she was only level 47, but then she got backed up all the experience that you actually needed to get to 47, and it's proportionally way out of whack. So it makes that one level artificially longer. And so yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how people's opinions can kind of change over time, and what the community thinks and whatever. I almost thought it was like it was just gonna get left like that. There's only a few people saying, don't change it. But then I think it just took time for everyone to kind of get to that stage in the game and give it a real try. So now it seems to be, at least from what I gather, people like it a little bit more. Like they don't want it being back to what it was. They want it a little bit harder, but they don't want it being this hard. Or if they do want it this hard, they want it being set back past level 46 and not so much into the level like 42, 43 range, where it was actually quite a bit harder to level up. And I never really had an opinion on it because my characters, at least the one that I wanted to play, the Mage, was already max level, so. And, well, even though I knew the numbers were high and I've tried to level on my Scout and it was really, really hard, it really wasn't a huge deal to me. Just because, I don't really need to level. I don't really want to play the Scout. I have the Paladin in case someone else wants to play the Mage or wants to play a Scout. They need like a Paladin tank. Still in battle, damn it. All this cleaning and it just doesn't do anything. Okay. We'll go down to level 24, I guess. Got him in a lucky glitch there, trying to get over the trap chest, it looked like. Alright, am I out of battle finally? No. Okay. Oof. Lots of damage. Here, Lightning Ring is actually pretty good because, well, the enemies that come through the wall really aren't that threatening to me. You know, if it's just Devastators, well, Flash can easily handle them. Whereas in other difficulties, not so much. Alright, there we go. Save point. Throw these rings out again. Alright, so death minions, they can drop it. I just gotta find that boss pack. Ah, there it is. Okay. Ugh, I'm so rusty. Basically, I gotta dive in there. I gotta make sure to get rid of the deads. Fuck, too far. And then I can start to deal with all the other enemies in there. Guess we can try Flame Wave, just to see how it is. Maybe we can't. Yeah, not enough damage, it looks like. Yeah, this really isn't much better. Like, they HP is still pretty high, and well, because I've either gotta I just gotta like pick them from way on the outside. This is gonna take forever. Yeah, maybe this is far enough.
I cannot cast that yet.
Jeez, how far back did I knock him? Man, I gotta back him back into a corner because it's taking way too long. All right. Hopefully the enemies that we find on Q level 62 are a little bit easier to kill. Yeah, great staff. This might actually be good because it dropped from a sarcophagus. And not only could it be cursed, but I think it has a higher item level. Just woof, woof. Oh wow, That's quite a bit of damage. Though I don't know the exact specifics with finding stuff from the ground or the sarcophagus, the chest, I do know that it's of a higher level, typically, from what you can find. And Mortar will make a post, I think he said, about it. But for right now, that's all I know. And I kind of seen it too, because when I was looking for the Joker's Beak in Purgatory, well, I seen a Rod of the Blood Shaman drop. But when I did see it drop, holy fuck. My resist good or something? Like, what's happening? It's like the damage just went like super high all of a sudden. Now, I could do Horizon's Journal, but, well, it's a long quest, and I don't even know if it's Q level 62 or not, so. Trying to just see where the boss is instead of just trying to like hike down all these enemies. Strangely, I didn't see the boss. Are they all just like shoved in this corner over here? Oh. Hopefully cast the golem to distract them, but he warped too far. Jeez, night and day difference. Enemies are so much harder in this level.
Do not have a spell ready. Cast that.
Gonna try and make a little funnel here with a stone curse. It didn't work. Couldn't quite get the knockback so that it made like a little 3-man hole. Luckily it's only this boss I need to kill. I'm really not in the mood to kill a bunch of gold golems. Black Saber maybe? Or Night Road? I think that's Blizzard. Blizzard. Alright. Damn.
Not enough mana.
Okay, just redo that. There we go. Skull wings, fucking hassle. Okay, don't need the dogs and don't need the skull wings. I really can't believe how much damage they do. Like, the last little bit of resistances from 67% to 85 is really quite high. Yeah, it's just nuts. Wow. fucking busted wall, piece of shit. Man, I can't dive bomb at all. Jesus. Got a bangle. Perfect roll, not bad. Ugh. Well, that looks like a shitty fight. Oof. That's kind of cool. The range of my lightning balls seems to be infinite. Whereas their spit attacks are not. Oh, god damn it. So fucking... Ugh. It's disgusting amount of damage. Jeez. Okay, so now I'll need to find the death minions. That boss pack. Okay, there's another boss up in the middle there that I actually need to get. My opinion changes so much about this difficulty. Like, when I was doing the Defiler, it was super easy. Then when I'm trying to do these things, it's just like, it actually feels just like normal, except they have like a little bit less health. Oh, god damn it. That and I guess the spell immunes too, because when you do fire damage and lightning damage, you really peel the mobs apart, but when you have to do physical, you can kill them really quick, but you need a lot of spell levels, like 50 something. Strangely enough, I don't really see this boss. And I thought I ran into a different Eviscerator boss there, but I guess I didn't. God. Alright, I guess I gotta check and see if I'm actually fighting that same boss there. Just my imagination. Okay, yeah, that's them, I think. Should probably clear a little bit more, a better way somehow. Alright, slowly but surely. Alright, well that got me over them at least. Oh, my Lightning Nova just actually did like no damage to him, wow. That's gonna hit that enemy there. I should probably not save. Mm. Mm. Yeah, we'll try it like this. I don't think it's great, but it's something. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Guess I can just do it no brain way. Just wait for the boss to actually die. I'm surprised they're still firing at me, like, I think they'd be hitting the golem. Alright, so I think the boss died. I just gotta try and see what he dropped here. Short battle bow. Okay. So now I gotta make the call. Do I go for Uber Diablo? I think the answer is yes. Ah, that boss is right there. Well, maybe I don't need to go all the way up. God. Then I gotta re-kill this bot. Yeah, okay. So don't do Uber Diablo on this level. That's not the way to go. We'll just make a new game. And I can't believe the difficulty. Just level 23 and 24 compared to like the Abyss and everything else. Dang. It's wild.
The smell of death surrounds me.
And after playing Path of Exile, it just really reminds me of how this game always has difficult normal enemies. And that seems to be what's lacking for me when I play a game like Path of Exile, because you just kind of zip through everything. Like there's not really any point in fighting minor enemies. It's just kind of like they're filler. They give you XP and like drops and stuff, but just like it's kind of all about the bosses. So I don't know. I like this game because it's just, you know, every enemy you have to kind of be mindful of. There's not really any that you're just like, well, I'm just gonna zip by and one-shot this and whatever. Like you can one-shot some enemies, but like you need to kind of be built for it, and you need to have your weaknesses too. This is where they're all hiding. Alright, don't they take fire damage? Oh, they do, yeah. I am noticing the quality drops are, well, dropping. A lot of blades, a lot of like rags, all those things that can't really drop in Doom are dropping now, so. I can definitely see why it was taken out for Doom. Don't think there's anything else I need in this level. I feel like I missed a boss though. Well, no, that's pretty much the whole level, so. Okay, go to Hive.
This is a place of great power.
Major lag. Still looking for the Defiler here. Arbitrarily novaing as we go. Oh, there he is, way in the corner up here. Ooh, there we go. Chaos Shield. Could be decent. Kite Shield. I'm actually kind of surprised the Kite Shield dropped. I don't know why I identified all that stuff. I just gotta load the game anyway, so. Yeah, we'll do a new game. After that rough start, I'm not really feeling the crypt too much. I don't know. Maybe it's just my first day back and I'm tired. I'm not really sure what it is. Just don't feel like I'm on my game.
The smell of death surrounds me.
And kind of to expand on Illyria's idea of the weapon swap, having the spell that you have selected, or that it has charges for, come up when you swap to it. With a mage, you don't really swap weapons in the same fashion as you do with melee classes. Like, you know, you switch to a sharp weapon and a blunt weapon when you want to get some extra damage versus animals and undead. But for the mage, it's not really like that. It's like there's not really a point where you're like, I'm going to swap weapons mid-fight to deal extra damage to undead. Usually it's just you have some utility spell you're casting. So you're either getting mana on your offhand or you're getting seeing charges with the Contemplator, or you're casting Warp, like, or Identify. You're not really getting anything being like, I'm going to have this for a lot of magic. Like, all of the spells now basically favor spell levels, which is a good thing. It should be that way. It's too hard to try and get magic and mana at the same time. It doesn't really work. Um, so basically what I was saying is that you can't really tell when you swap items. Like right now I don't wear a shield just so that I can tell that this is a staff image and I'm on my identify. But realistically it is still a wand. And ideally I would put a shield there just so I am defensive if like I do get snuck up on or something. So if you had the same spell that you last used come up when you swapped the weapon, you would know instantly, oh, okay, that's not the spell that I have, you know, clicked. So if you accidentally go to click your character tab and you miss, or you go and click Bone Spirit but you miss and you hit your weapon swap, you could more quickly identify that as an issue.
This is a place of great power.
I wonder where the level is. Usually it's not that far away. Oh, it was right there. Wow. I'm just a dumbass. Okay. It's like, it's just like a weird glitch where there's 1 in a million, but I guess not. And I don't know if it's just me, but these levels seem like they're actually like smaller in size than Doom. It doesn't really make sense when I say it, but I don't know. The church felt like it was a lot smaller. Don't think there's anything there I want to identify, so maybe I'll do one more church run. Feeling kind of tired. Pick it up again maybe tomorrow night. And I guess another thing too is I could find, probably not likely, but I could find a shield, a chaos shield, I suppose, that has plus 15 magic as the suffix, and just an arbitrary, prefix, maybe like 80% to any resistance. If I do find something like that, it may open some build options. Just because when you look at the build like this, it's like, what is going to compete with that? Like you've got 15 magic, and unless you're in Purgatory or like Horror, you're not going to be able to get plus 15 magic on shields as a suffix. And you've got all these other nice little effects, and it's got like, I think 8 to 10 more AC than any Chaos Shield. So, it's really hard to compete with that. You'd need like a Ruby Shield of the Void, which would be plus 15 magic and like resist fire 80%. And even then, I'm not even sure if it can really hold up to the 10 DFE that provides.
I cannot cast that yet. I cannot cast that yet.
But trying to find Zentar's Vision, that ring that's only on Q level 2 to 4, or 2 and 3, that's gonna be fucking really hard. Because uniques, I think, have only... It's like a really small chance. I think it's like half the chances in Doom that every item that drops is gonna be a unique, so...
I cannot cast that. I cannot cast that yet. I cannot cast that yet.
There he is.
I cannot cast that yet. I cannot cast that yet.
No dice, it seems. But anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up for today. Catch you guys next time.